Okay, now we are starting laws of motion. Here's the question. Question first. So the question is that you are given x component of momentum, that is 2 cos t, and you are given y component of the momentum, that is 2 sin t. You'll have to find the angle between the net momentum and the net force. So here's the solution. P can be written as px I cap plus py j cap. So it would be 2 cos t I cap plus 2 sin t j cap. Now f is what? It's simply dp by dt. It would be differentiation of momentum p cos t, that's it, I cap 2 sin t j cap. So on differentiating the equation we will find minus 2 sin t I cap plus 2 cos t j cap. Here's the differentiation of cos with respect to t, it will be minus sin t, and the differentiation of sin t, it would be cos t. Okay, now the angle we will f dot p dot f. So when we will product these two equation p and f, let it first equation and this is the second equation. So by doing this it will simply 2 cos t multiplied minus 2 sin t. So this to this cancel out and this would be 0. It means dot product is 0. It means the angle between P and F is 90. It means P and F are perpendicular to each other. So this gives theta equal to 90 degree. Okay. Now the next question. Now second question is that suppose two blocks are being given M1 and M2 mass. The same force F is applied to both these blocks at different time, and the acceleration of M1 is let A1 and the acceleration of M2 is A2. Now you'll have to find the net acceleration of the combination of these two blocks when the same force is applied to the combination of these two blocks. Okay, so now for this first block we can write down the equation M1 A1. So A1 will be F upon M1. For second block F is M2 A2, so A2 will be F upon M2. Now for the combination F will be M1 plus M2A, so A will be F upon M1 plus M2. Now we can replace the M1 and M2, F by F1 by M1 A2. By solving this we will find A1 A2 upon A1 plus A2. This is the value of A. Okay. Now the third question is that suppose a ball of mass m is coming towards a ball towards the wall, and it strikes to the wall and then returns to the same path with the same speed. Okay, now the the time of contact between wall and the ball is t. Then you will have to find the net average force which is applied by the ball on the wall. Okay, so for this question we'll have to first find change in momentum delta p. It's simply p2 minus p1. Okay, let the initial direction is the positive direction, initial direction is negative. Now let initial direction is positive, so the velocity just reverse, so it would be negative. So in terms of velocity we can write down, suppose this direction is, this direction is positive and this direction is negative, so p2 would be simply m v minus I cap, okay, minus m v, simple minus I cap minus m. So in question third, you are being given a ball which is coming towards a wall, and it strikes the timeout contact between the ball and the ball is T. You'll have to find the force between ball and ball. So force is simply rate of change of momentum. So F ball will be delta P by delta T. It's 2 mv upon T, and same force will be applied on the ball but in reverse direction to the ball. So it would be minus 2 mv upon T, but the magnitude will remain same. Now next question, question 4 is that suppose a machine gun is here and the n bullets are coming out through this machine gun, and in unit time, means in 1 second, each bullet has mass m and its velocity is v. Then you will have to find the net force applied on the machine gun. So for the solution, simply F will be net change in the momentum divided by delta t. Okay, net change in the momentum. Initially the bullets were in the rest inside the gun, but when they are coming, the net velocity is mv. Okay, and the n bullets are coming, so nmv is the total momentum when the bullets are coming. The initial momentum when the bullets are in the rest inside the gun, then it's nm, and speed is velocity is 0 and time is 1 second, so it will be nmv. This is the net force applied on the gun. Okay. Okay, now the question 5 is that suppose a disc is given to you, it is in the air, its weight is 20 gram. The particles of each have mass 1 gram are being thrown from the downward towards the disc, and these are coming with the velocity, and these apply the force on the disc, and then this kept this disc at the rest. Now you will have to find the number of particles which are being thrown towards the disc. Okay, so now the concept in this question is that total force applied by particles, let the particles which are being thrown per second per unit time are n. So total force applied by n particles will balance the weight of disk. Okay, now the total force is what? Delta p by delta t. It would be simple balance mg. Let the n particles are being thrown, so the net change in the momentum, the particles are returning after the collision in the reverse direction, so the net change in the momentum is 2 mv. Okay, let v is the speed of the particles and the time is given to 1 second. Okay, this is the unit time 20 and this is 10 to the power minus 3 kg and g. So now using this n, you are given this is 10 to the power minus 3, v is given 5, and 20 into 10 to the power minus 2. By calculating this, n equal to 20. So you will have to throw 20 particles per unit time to keep the disk in rest. Okay,